last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you please direct your undivided attention to the east end zone and our great American flag. Tonight's game would not be possible if not for the courageous Americans who are serving or who have served in our armed forces. Let us all honor them by standing, facing the flag, removing our hats, and holding our right hand over our hearts for the playing of our national anthem, which is being played by our marching Wildcats under the direction of Diana Craven. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another McBain varsity football game. Tonight, we are here in Everett to play the Everett Wildcats. I'm Kyle Culp, joined by
Isaac Culp.
Isaac. It's been a while since you've been here. How's it feel?
It feels good. It feels good to be back. I believe it's been almost about a year, but it's good to be back here.
Both teams
watching
have
some good
elected to
football.
be introduced as a team. Occupying the south sideline, the McBain Ramblers. The Ramblers are coached by Pat Maloney, Brad Atkins, Ryan Pace, Mark Monaco, Bob McGillis, and Alex Utek.
Both teams.
And now, if I could direct your attention to the west end zone, sporting the royal blue and gold uniforms, your Everett Wildcats! The Wildcats are coached by Pat Craven, Ken Rangel, Gus Rangel, Carter Pritchard, Mike Petrangelli, Ben Bryan, and Mark Zajac.
Both teams coming off big games, but on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Last week, McBain dominated against Lake City, a bitter rival, taking the victory there. And Everett played Beale City in a heartbreaking game, which saw their undefeated record go to 4-1. McBain 3-2, coming on a 3-game win streak. McBain has scored 130 points in the last 3 games alone and looking to extend that tonight.
And Kyle, the 130 points, that's impressive due to the first 2 weeks, the offense kind of looked a little stale.
Everett has won the toss and has
they came out
elected
these
to
past
defer.
3 weeks against
So
3 good
McBain will
opponents
receive the opening
and played their
kickoff.
heart out and got the wins.
In the first 2 weeks of the season, McBain played Beale City and Kingsley, 2 arguably of the best teams that they would play all year. And that's tough to start your season out that way.
And those 2 teams back in 2019 made it very far in the Division 8 for Beale City
Number
state
2,
tournament
Marcel
and
White.
Division 6 or 5,
Set to tee it
I
up
believe
for
5
Everett.
for Kingsley.
And McBain versus Everett. McBain has dominated this matchup in the last couple of years, 4-1, and the only loss came last year in the playoffs. First round, knocked McBain out, and McBain, no doubt, is going to look to extend their good record to 5-1.
White's kick goes out of bounds.
So we're going to see how good this Everett Wildcat defense is to start off. They deferred to the second half, so we'll see if McBain can get any momentum to start out this game.
And McBain will be
By
without
rule,
a
McBain
notable
will start
running
on
back.
the
Eli Baker
35-yard
is out
line.
injured tonight. In his place will be the combination of number 17, Landon Ealing, and number 8, Blaine Houston.
And it looks like Blaine Houston's going to be in the backfield to start the game.
McBain sticking with what has worked all season, the T formation, 2 tight ends in, 3 running backs in the backfield. Ball's loose, Pace will just pick it up.
A fumble on the play.
No. Everett comes out of the pile with it.
It's going to be
Ball's recovered by the Wildcats. Bryant pulled her in.
Big mistake there for McBain's offense.
I guess we're going to see how good the McBain defense is to start the game.
Big play here tonight for this McBain defense is going to be the freshman, Bryce Acom. He's had a great season so far. A lot of speed off that edge and has caused a lot of problems for the quarterbacks.
And Kyle,
Give goes to Cole Hopkins
on
up the middle.
carry. Hey, you're going to see a lot of
Picks
him
up
on
2
the runs
yards.
tonight.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Number 66, Caleb
Preston
Camphouse
Wallace
on the
in at
tackle for
quarterback
McBain.
for the Everett Wildcats.
And he's replacing Danny Whitbeck, who was, I believe, a 4-year starter at quarterback who graduated. So it'll be cool to see how Wallace settles into the game.
And last year in that playoff loss, McBain had Everett without Whitbeck. They did not stand a chance in that game. He played phenomenal, and it'll be tough for Wallace to take his place.
Preston Wallace keeps it
And on
himself.
that play, Kyle, the man you pointed out, Bryce
Loses a
Acom
few
was
yards on the play,
tackle.
brings up a 3rd and 11. Number 44, Bryce Acom.
It looks like
On the
the
stop for
centers
McBain.
are having some problems snapping the ball, but I'm sure that'll be out of the way soon.
And if you're the Everett offensive line, you've got some scary faces coming at you. As Wallace looks to pass over the middle to Marcel White.
Wallace's pass is complete to Marcel White.
Looks like he's going to
A
be
gain
down
of
at
8 on the reception.
30.
Will bring up a 4th down and 5 for the
And
Wildcats.
as I said, some scary faces on that defensive line for McBain. You've got Caleb Camphouse, Mac Bonico, and Brant Bonico. Great combination of three rushers there who do a good job of getting pressure in the quarterback's face. It'll be Wallace. He's looking to pass. Goes back to White.
Wallace's pass complete to White again. That's enough yardage for a Wildcat first down.
So it looks like McBain's going to be okay giving up the short passes, but no.
Wildcats have it first and 10 from the 21-yard line.
A lot of the scores McBain have given up is come from the big play. Last week, quarterback for Lake City took it himself almost 50 yards. And 3 weeks ago against Roscommon had tons of space passing deep over the middle. We'll see how the secondary McBain handles that.
The pitch goes to Calderon. He picks up 7.
And the thing about Everett's offense is it's a spread offense.
Isaac Box
so McBain
on the
can't
tackle
pick
for
the
McBain.
box with 8 guys and leave 2 corners and a safety. They're going to have to put a few more corners out there and take off the D linemen.
Voss in on that tackle. I believe it's his first week back after sitting out 2 weeks due to injury. We'll see what he can contribute to the secondary.
Calderon, the ball carrier on the right side, gets enough yardage for a Wildcat first down.
First down run from Calderon.
They'll have it first and goal from the 5-yard line.
It'll be first and goal for the Everett Wildcats.
Box was there again on the stop for McBain.
If I'm McBain, I'm watching for the screen pass here.
And we've already seen Everett throw to Marcel White twice. Will they look to go for him a third?
Hopkins up the middle for Everett, near the goal line.
Hopkins stopped just short
Down to the 1-yard
of
line.
the goal line. Second and goal
Brought
at
down by
McBain's
number
1-yard
4,
line.
Evan Haberkamp.
And that's what Everett's offense does to you. You get a few big pass plays out, and then they're just going to run it up the middle with Calderon and Hopkins. Looks like it's going to be Calderon maybe up the middle again.
Here goes Calderon for the Wildcat.
Touchdown for the Everett Wildcats. Great first drive. Good combination of running and passing there. McBain just wasn't able to slow them down.
Wakey's extra point try is no good.
The kick from Wiki is no good.
With 7:48 to go in the first, Wildcats lead it 6-0. Don't forget to get those 50-50 raffle tickets. Proceeds go to the Everett Promise Plus. The winning ticket will be announced at halftime. Marcel White set to tee it up for the Wildcats.
Both teams
Number 2,
out
Isaac
for the
Box.
kickoff. It'll
the
be
deep
Boss,
man for the
McGillis,
Ramblers.
and Houston back to return for the Ramblers. White's kick is away and it's low. It'll be Houston on the return. Stopped about 37.
Kick taken by number 8,
38.
Blaine Houston.
So we'll see
Tackle made by
the
number
McBain
78,
offense on the field
Burhan.
again.
McBain will start 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line.
Did not see a play from them on the previous drive. Let's see what they have here. Pace hands it off to McGillis.
Number 6, Kelvin McGillis, the ball carrier. A 2-yard gain.
And if you're Coach Pat Maloney, Kyle, you're going to have to
Donovan Belowski
change
on the
it up
tackle
because
for Everett.
Everett's putting 11 guys in the box. Means 11 dudes rushing at one running back. Again, I might have to go to the spread offense.
And I think we'll see a lot of running from the workhorse that is Kelvin McGillis, leading rusher in yards for this running back core. He does it all. He scores touchdowns, he blocks, and he gets big plays.
Oh, Brock Maloney broke a big one.
Maloney is not slowing down. That'll be touchdown McBain.
Number 7, Brock Maloney in for the McBain touchdown.
I'm not quite sure what happened there. Maloney got the handoff. It looked like Everett had him wrapped up, and he bursted out of the...
He just used his patience there. He's not going to be the runner that tries to make one cut and make everyone miss. He's going to wait for the hole to open, and that's what happened when you get to misdirection in the backfield of the Pat Maloney offense. Brock just ran up the middle, had a few big guys up front, and broke a big one.
Now, I may be wrong here, but I have to say I think this is the best the running offense has been for McBain in years. And last year, they had two great runners in the backfield, and Rodenbaugh and Caden McGillis, Calvin's older brother.
The gift goes to Maloney on the 2-point conversion try. It is no good. 6:52 to go in the first. We're tied at 60.
Maloney is not slowing down. That'll be touchdown McBain.
Number 7, Brock Maloney
the fullback role
into the McBain
backfield trio
touchdown.
of McBain, which means most times he is blocking for his running back teammates. But this time, got the handoff, and when you look at Brock Maloney, you may not think he's a sprinter, but he sprints. He is one of the fastest players on this McBain team, and he proved it there with the long run.
And him playing the fullback position, he's going to block majority of the time if they run it to the outside with a Baker or a McGillis. But they also incorporate him into the running game to throw the defenses for a loop.
In Houston, replacing Baker in the backfield, he's got a lot to live up. Baker over these past couple weeks has made some defenders look silly with his elusiveness, his speed, and just the willingness to just not go down. And that's a lot for Houston to, those are some big shoes to fill.
And I watched the Lake City game from the stands, and it looked like Baker had
Marcel
a few
White and
big out to the corner runs, which is beneficial for
Brian
McBain because he can get to
for Everett.
In this running back group, they're not done. They'll be here next year. McGillis, Baker, they're juniors. Houston, he's a sophomore. And normally we see Jacob Billett in at the running back. He is out injured. Hopefully he's okay. We'll see him in the next couple weeks.
Kick taken by Jake Ladd.
And after seeing the McBain offense
Ladd
bounce
gets
back
up
like
to
that,
the
I'm
39-yard
expecting
line.
the McBain
The Wildcats
defense to
will
bounce
start
back,
1st and 10 there.
if not better than the offense did.
Hopkins in the backfield alongside Wallace. Wallace looking to throw. He wanted to get rid of it, but he kept it. And Bonico and Ingraham will get him down in the backfield.
Wallace
Great play there
Aaron
from
Ingraham.
the defense.
And that's just the corners
lost
and
some 6 on the play.
linebackers making big plays.
Hopkins in the backfield alongside Wallace. Wallace looking to throw. He wanted to get rid of it, but he kept it. And if this McBain defense wants to be successful, it's going to come down to the secondary. Maloney, Abbott, Ealing, and Boss, they're all big players, but they have to make big plays tonight to keep this defense.
Preston Wallace keeps it. picks up 6 on the play.
And it looks like Ingram's helmet came
5.
off on the play, so he's got to come out for a play.
That means big number 73, Matt
Brings up 3rd
Bonico
down
will
and
check
12.
in to play the nose guard position.
And just looking at the center for Evert, it looks like Mac's got an advantage already. See if he can make some momentum happen for the defense again on 3rd and 11.
Hopkins in the backfield. Looks like McBain's bringing a blitz. Haverkamp, Huttinga, and McGill showing blitz. They'll drop back in coverage. Passes deep. That's Jacoby White with the touchdown reception.
Preston Wallace to Jacoby White for the Wildcat touchdown.
And it looks like neither defense can stop the offense. Everett, on their first drive, drove down the field, put up points. McBain did the same. Everett did it again. We'll see. Can McBain answer back the second time? Wickie's kick is up and good.
Wickie's extra point is good.
And Everett's offense so far has shown why they're 4-1 on the year. Obviously, they ran into a very good Beale City team, just like McBain did. But the other teams Everett has faced, their offense has made the big plays for them.
And on that play, McBain's defense showed blitz. All 3 linebackers, Huttinga, McGill, Haverkamp, they were up at that line. And Wallace, the quarterback for Everett, it did not scare him at all. He took the snap, took his steps back, and saw his receiver, and he threw it perfectly to him for the big touchdown play.
He's not playing like a sophomore. He's playing more like a junior or senior quarterback that's been playing on varsity for a few years.
A lot of quarterbacks, when you see blitz with your all linebackers look like they're going to blitz at you, that might scare you. Wallace,
Number 2, Isaac
unfazed.
Boss, the deep man for McBain.
Boss, Huttinga, and McGillis back to return. It'll be Marcel White to kick. It is fielded by number 1, Caleb Abbott.
Kick taken by Caleb Abbott. Gets up to the 48-yard line.
And that just made good field position for McBain after Abbott not just dropping to the ground when he caught it, but actually advancing the ball.
Abbott, used to running with the ball on JV level, was one of the main running backs. And against Roscommon and Houghton Lake, we saw him in the backfield. In that Roscommon game, Caleb Abbott was undoubtedly the player of the game. Had multiple interceptions, a lot of big plays. Haven't quite seen him step up to that level in the weeks after, but we'll see if he can do that tonight.
Maloney up the middle once again.
Number 7, Brock Maloney, the ball carrier. He picks up 12.
It almost looks like the game is in slow
That's
motion.
enough yardage for McBain,
he is
first
running
down.
straight through the holes, having no problems moving the chains.
And it looks like Everett's
Jake Glad on the
defense
stop for Everett.
is coming to the outsides to contain the outside runs of like what a Baker or McGill's can do. So it's probably going to leave the open middle for Maloney.
And we know it's there. We still have yet to see any throws from pace. Him and Huttinga have had a great connection this year. Multiple touchdown passes, as we'll see. Houston on the carry. He'll get a yard or two before being brought down.
Number 8, Blaine Houston, the ball carrier.
And on that play, Kyle,
Picks up a
it
yard
looks like
before
the
he's brought
Everett
down by
defense
Cole
shifted
Hopkins.
this way when they realized it's a counter this way.
It is DeWitt and Huttinga in at tight ends for McBain.
Number 7, Maloney, the ball carrier. A gain of 4. Brought down by Cole Hopkins.
Great block there from number 6, Kelvin McGillis. Looked like he laid his body out to get
And
Maloney
McBain
that
faces
extra
a third down
running
and
room.
4.
It looks like Abbott's checking in for Houston here. So I wonder if it's going to be one of either McGillis or Abbott to the outside.
Abbott's got a lot of speed. He is very similar to Baker, and he can make a defender miss it, or he could just straight out sprint you.
It looks like Abbott's in at the fullback position.
Great cut by McGillis.
Give goes to number 6, Calvin McGillis.
Interesting
He gets enough
decision
yardage
there
for a
from
McBain
Pat
first
Maloney
down.
to put Abbott in at the fullback position.
He is
Move
brought
Maloney out
down by
wide.
Marcel White.
Houston looked like he wanted to come on, came back off, which means Abbott, Maloney, and McGillis will stay as running backs.
It looks like Maloney's back in at fullback.
Maloney again, and he is met by the defensive line of
Number
Everett.
7, Brock Maloney, the ball carrier.
And it looks like Everett's finally
He's
realizing
met in the hole
that,
by Riley Ransom.
Everett's going to cover
Gain
up
of
the
1 on the
middle
play.
and not allow the big runs
Brings
up
up
the
2nd
middle
and 9.
again.
Houston back into the game for Abbott. Looks like Maloney's going to use them both a lot tonight. Houston, a great running back for the JV team. Scored a lot of touchdowns and really kept that running back core up to its high standard.
If you're Everett, you got to watch for the tight end dump pass to one of the two tight ends.
Number 8, Blaine Houston, the ball carrier.
Pace does not need a lot of room to throw. He'll take
A
one
gain of
step
2
back
on the play.
and he'll just let it go if
The tackle made by
Huttinga
Cole
or
Hopkins
DeWitt's got
brings
open.
up a 3rd and 7 for the Ramblers.
And it looks like, obviously I'm in the stands, but it looks like Huttinga might be a little taller than the safety in the corner. So if Pace could put one in the corner of the end zone, it wouldn't be a bad play call.
Huttinga is not scared to go and get a ball. If it's anywhere near him, he is willing to go over defenders to get it. Maloney on the carry. He's pushing for the yards. He'll
Number
not
7,
get the
Brock
first
Maloney,
down.
the ball carrier.
Clock is running. 45
Picks
seconds
up
left
3
to
on the
go
play
in the
before
first
he's
quarter.
brought down by Jordan Wicke.
So it's going to be 4th and 3, Kyle. If you're Coach Maloney, what's your play call?
McBain faces a 4th down and 3.
Bonico not having a lot of success this year. I don't know that you go to kick it. But we do see Brant Bonico check into the game, which I have to believe that means a kick is coming. Bonico checked in for Houston.
Or he's blocking. Or they might take it to the second quarter.
Looks like that is
Timeout, McBain. 4.8 seconds left. Looks like McBain was a little
McBain
confused.
elects to take a timeout. Get those 50-50
do have a lot of
tickets.
options if you are
Visit
Maloney.
the table just to the east of the
And you
grandstand.
haven't thrown the ball
or
yet,
catch
which
one of our
means the passing
volunteers
game
in
is
the stands.
there if you go
Winner
into
will
it.
be announced at the end of halftime.
And that's a smart
Proceeds
timeout
will
right
benefit
there.
the Everett Promise Plus.
You don't want to
The Everett
take
Promise
5
Plus
yards
is a
on a delay
scholarship
of game
organization
penalty.
that awards scholarships to
timeout.
every graduate of
Lets you
Everett High
take
School.
2 timeouts in the
Which can be
second
used
quarter.
at any post-secondary institution.
And it allows you
in
to get the good
Michigan.
play call.
Get those 50-50 tickets
And
and support
if
the Everett Promise
Bonico
Plus.
does go in as a blocking back, that will give most likely McGillis a lot of room to run with Maloney and Bonico blocking.
Or it could give Maloney room to run. If they decide to put McGillis at fullback and have hand it to the outside.
And in the past weeks, we have yet to see McBain go spread. That was something they ran about 50-50 in the earlier weeks. Half spread, half T formation. McBain is in the T here. Bonico in the backfield as a running back. It's Maloney with the carry. He's got the first down and some.
Number 7, Maloney, the ball carrier.
He was dragging multiple
He
defenders.
gets down
with
to
him.
the 10-yard line.
And Bonico was used as a blocking
That's enough
running
yardage
back
for
there.
McBain, first down.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter, Kyle.
And that is the final play of the first quarter. Score, Wildcats 13, Ramblers 6. Half a pig.
And we have another new man in the backfield. It's number 17, Landon Ealing. Pace hands it off to Ealing. He's got some room. Brought down after a gain of about 3.
Number 17,
And
Landon
it's gonna
Ealing,
be
the ball carrier.
running
He's brought down by
committee.
Cole
It's not going to be
Hopkins.
one or two people
A
like
gain
we've
of 2
seen
on the
in the
play.
previous weeks. It's going to take all 5 of them, or how many ever they have in the backfield.
As Bonico checks back into the game for Ealing. I've never seen Brant Bonico play running back until this game. I'm excited to see if he'll get a carry here tonight.
Maloney up the middle. Stopped about the
Number 7,
2.5
Maloney,
yard
the ball
line.
carrier.
Great fake pitch there from Pace and McGillis. Sold it well and allowed
Cole
Maloney to get
Hopkins
extra
and
yards.
Jordan Licky.
And that's what's going to get the
on the
defense.
stop.
If they see the quarterback acting like he's pitching it,
Brings
their
up third
first
and
step's
goal.
going to be towards McGillis, who's the downhill runner, not looking at Maloney up the middle.
Another change. Houston now in the game for Bonico.
And McBain's just utilizing all their assets they have for offense, making Brant Bonico a blocker, having multiple running backs.
And we have yet to see McGillis with the carry this drive. It'll be Maloney.
It looks like it's just short.
That's number 7, Brock Maloney.
It's going to be 4th down and 1.
Gets down to the 1-yard line.
I wouldn't be shocked to see number 6 line up as the fullback here.
You've got some strong running backs. McGillis is a big guy who on multiple occasions, he's been tackled, but he's just fell forward for extra yards.
He's a lengthy kid, so that's going to be beneficial for him if they decide to give him the carry. Timeout.
Timeout,
Second
McBain.
timeout.
Their second of the half.
And one thing I want to point out is a group I haven't talked about in a couple weeks, and it's got to be the offensive line. Coming into this season, I thought they were going to have one of the best offensive lines in all of the schools in this area. The first 2 weeks, that rough games, Kingsley, Beale City. Ever since those 2 games, they've been great. Allowed great holes for the running backs to run in, given Pace plenty of time when he looks to throw it. And here tonight, they've done a great job of blocking.
And I think it's beneficial because they're 1 senior on the line and the rest juniors.
With Brant Bonico not starting on the offensive line, only 1 senior is on there, and that is Caleb Camphouse.
So these juniors have been playing with each other, they know what their strengths are. So if Mac's better this way, they might run it this way. It's just beneficial playing with these kids over and over again.
And it's a great combination, especially you have a sophomore in there. Number 56, Brett Bentham, has done a great job replacing Grant on that offensive line. It'll be McGillis. He is close.
They call it a fumble. It looks like McGillis got the ball at the middle, but a helmet poked the ball.
The Wildcats recover.
But the only downfall is Everett starting on their own one.
1st and 10 on their own 3-yard line.
And this is for their spread offense. It's going to be downright bad if McBain sends a blitz and they get a safety or something like that.
And you have McGillis, who just fumbled the ball in that linebacker. He's not going to be happy about that, and if he goes on a blitz, Wallace better watch out.
I would guess a Cole Hopkins run up the middle right here if I'm Everett.
This is a big chance for McBain's defense to step up. It's Wallace looking to throw. Goes to White. Boss, great open field tackle.
Wallace's pass complete to Marcel White. He's brought down by number 2, Boss. That reception was good for 9 yards.
It'll be 2nd down and 1 for this Everett offense. I think we're going to see Calderon with the run here.
With Hopkins blocking out front.
This is what we see. Calderon out wide. Haberkamp's chasing him. He's still on his feet. And that's Ealing.
Calderon able to flip a tackle. Get enough yardage for the Everett 1st down.
Yes, Everett got the 1st down. But that's great insurance tackling by McBain.
Ealing on the stop for the Ramblers.
Slow him down, and Ealing came in for the tackle.
Haberkamp, who plays the left outside linebacker spot, did a great job of getting back there. Wasn't quite able to get him, but slowed him down enough for Ealing to come in and lay down the big hit. It's Hopkins on the carry, still on his feet.
Cole Hopkins, the ball carrier, up the middle for 11 yards. Brought down by Brant Monaco.
And that's what Everett's offense is going to do. It's going to lull you to sleep with these runs, and then
Wildcats have 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
We see Hudinga and Acom switch places.
That'd just be in case the screen pass comes this side.
It's Calderon in open field. He'd be brought down by Abbott.
Preston Wallace, the swing pass goes to Calderon. That's a gain of 12. He is brought down by Caleb Abbott.
Coach Ryan Pace has really got to draw something up for this defense to slow Everett's offense.
And that's what's hard, is drawing something up against a spread offense.
Marcel White is near sideline, matched up against Boss. Had a lot of success in that matchup here tonight.
Boss is given 10 yards of room.
Wallace looking to pass over the middle. In and out of the hands of Ealing. He made a great play on that, though, as it was over the head of the Everett receiver. Ealing went to try and get it, not able to hold on.
17,
2nd down and 10.
That's what's difficult about this sport, is you have shoulder pads on with straps underneath. It's hard to get your hands up there to continue with the catch.
Great read, though, from Ealing to see that ball and at least knock it down.
But I wouldn't be shocked to see Everett go back to that play if they saw something they liked.
It is Calderon in the backfield alongside Wallace. Calderon pitches to Jake Ladd. He'll be run out of bounds.
Jake Ladd around the left side. Picks up 15 for a Wildcat 1st down.
another big play from Everett.
I wouldn't be shocked to see a few more big plays like that caliber. Maybe a throw-in trick play or two.
That was a great play. He drew the defense in. Ladd came around, and McBain was already too far in to get out to him. Walls back out to Hopkins.
Wallace's pass complete to Cole Hopkins. Gain of 21 on the play. Haverkamp on the stop. The Wildcats are in business inside the 25-yard line.
McBain cannot seem to tackle these running backs. Hopkins and Calderon have had a lot of broken tackles here tonight, and it's only the second quarter.
And it's just because they're shifty and agile. They can make a few people miss, and arm tackling doesn't work in high school football.
Calderon on the carry. He'll be brought down by Abbott.
The give is to Calderon.
6:29
Picks up
left
4
in the
yards
second
on the
quarter.
play.
Everett
Brings up a
is
second
up
down and
13 to
6 for Everett.
McBain's 6.
Looks like McBain's defensive line is not getting the penetration they were getting the past 3 weeks due to Everett's offensive line blocking or the quick plays for Everett.
Maybe look to get a substitution in on that defensive line. You know, you've got Leonard, you've got Bonico on the sideline who can cause trouble for the backfield. Hopkins now out in a wide receiver spot. Wallace looking to throw. There's the pressure. That's number 74, Grant Bonico on the sack.
Wallace is dragged down in the
It looked like
backfield.
Grant just pushed his the offensive line
That's number
back
74, Grant
and
Bonico.
went in a beeline
On the sack.
for the quarterback.
You know, Bonico
lost
may not
him
have it
7
all
on
in
the
the height
play.
category, but he's got
Brings
a
up
lot
a
in the
3rd
strength
and
and the will
13.
to work.
He can move people, especially as the edge.
Wallace looking to pass, going over the middle, caught by Calderon.
Wallace's pass is complete to
It
Grant
looks like
Calderon.
Everett's going back to what they used in the playoffs last year.
Short of the
It's
first down
short
marker
passes
by
and then
4
hitting the
yards.
running.
Brings up a 4th and 4
Calderon had to
for
go
Everett.
up and get that one a little bit. And
It
if he had not, that may have been picked off by the secondary McBain.
It is 4th down and 4 for Everett.
McBain needs a big stop here. 4:40 left in the second quarter. Hopkins in the backfield. Wallace looking to throw over the middle. Interception dropped by McGillis, but that's okay. McBain's offense is still on the field.
Batted down by number 6, Kelvin
Going onto the
McGillis.
field. That's
the
a big
McBain
turnover.
defense.
6. McBain's got to drive down. Probably shouldn't use all the time to potentially get another defensive stop and get another offensive possession, because Everett gets the ball to start the second half.
If McGillis had got that, that would have been tough for Everett to bring him down. He had that in stride, and he is a quick, strong runner.
We'll see what McBain comes with a play call. Looks like Huttinga is going to be split out near side.
And Huttingham matched up against Marcel White, who is significantly shorter than him. It's McGillis on the run. Great upcut. Be brought down after a gain of about 9.
Number 6 on the
And
carry.
McBain's got to play with a little
That's
urgency
Kelvin
here
McGillis.
because there's only 4:30 left, but they only have
Enough yardage
one
for a
timeout left
McBain
because of
first
the 2
down.
timeouts used early in the first
Where
quarter.
he finally
Great
brought
lead
down
blocking
by
there
Cole
from the
Hopkins.
tight end, number 9, Dwayne DeWitt.
I'd watch for Maloney up to gut, see if Everett has an answer for that still.
Huttingham now in at tight end. It is Maloney. And Everett was ready
Number
for
7,
that.
Brock Maloney, the ball carrier.
And Maloney didn't go down to the ground. He
Brought
kept
down
his
by
feet.
gain of 2 on the play.
3:50 left in the second quarter. Clock is running. Everett, all 3 timeouts left. McBain only has 1.
I'd watch for the I might call up the pass if I'm McBain.
It is Maloney, Houston, and McGillis in the backfield.
Huttinga split far side with White in coverage.
Pace looking to throw, drops back, throws deep. It'll be intercepted by Marcel White, but he is brought down immediately by Huttinga. That throw was a little bit rushed by Pace. Had a lot of pressure in his face.
Intercepted. Number 2,
Huttinga just wasn't quite able to get that.
Wildcats will take over at
Bring
midfield.
White down though before he's able to return it.
That's just a punt. You don't see good punters in high school. I'd give up an interception at the 50-yard line instead of turning the ball over or trying to punt it.
McBain's defense does have to step up here with 3:24 left. Everett is on offense. It'll be Calderon on the run. He's still going. Ball came loose,
Calderon,
but he'll
the ball
be marked
carrier, he
down.
picks up 13 on first down.
Because in high school, once the runner goes down, it's a dead ball.
It was the way the ball came loose was kind of odd. He kind of went down and the ball just kind of sat on the ground.
I think one of the McBain defenders caught one of his legs and he couldn't ever get it back underneath him.
It is Hopkins in the backfield. He'll get it, and he is brought down in the backfield.
Cole Hopkins straight up the middle. Picks up 2 on the play. He's brought down by number 66, Camphouse.
House in on the tackle.
And if you're ever, are you content going to halftime up 7 points against McBain, even though you get the ball back? Because McBain's offense seems to fire on all cylinders after halftime the past 3 weeks. Yes, they struggled in the first half, but second half's a completely different ball game.
Hopkins, wrong side Wallace. It'll be White in motion. He's got it. He'll be brought down by McGillis.
Goes to Jacoby White. That's enough yardage for a Wildcat first down.
That's Jacoby White on the run.
McGillis on the stop for
2
McBain.
Whites out there, Marcel and Jacoby.
We'll see if Everett decides to pass this one. We've seen McBain's linebackers and safeties get a few good deflections. We'll see if Everett goes pass.
1st and 10. Wallace is looking to pass. Rolling to his right. Bonico chasing. He's going deep. He's got Jacoby White. It's just out of reach. It'll be incomplete, which will stop the clock.
Jacoby White just out of his reach.
Walls had Jacoby White open. Wasn't quite able to get the pass to him.
He
2nd
just-
and 10.
He was rolling out to his right and just overthrew him.
That was a tough pass to make, though, as McBain, I believe, had 3 defenders short of Jacoby. So if that ball was underthrown, it is undoubtedly picked off. 1:44 left in the first half.
Calderon's in the backfield.
It'll be Calderon on the carry. Ball is loose.
Who's got it?
I think McBain. It looks like
Calderon, the
Camphouse.
ball carrier. The ball came
McBain's
out.
ball, pointing McBain's way.
It's recovered by the Ramblers.
There's 1:37 left in the second quarter. One timeout for McBain. You got to be methodical with that one timeout.
And it will be number 66, Caleb Camphouse, with the big fumble recovery for McBain. Saw the ball was loose on the ground. He was on the first to get on it, and he did not want to let that go.
Well, you got to give the props whoever punched that ball out of Calderon's hands. It looks like Calderon was a sure-handed runner. McBain with the
Spread.
twins to both sides.
It's Maloney on the carry. Not sure on that call.
Number 7, Brock Maloney, the ball carrier.
I think
No
if you're
gain on
McBain,
the
you got to
play.
pass the ball here. Yes, you've thrown one interception,
A pack of
but you got to
Wildcats.
have trust in Braylon to make the right calls.
And Pace has done a great job this year with throwing the ball. Although he doesn't get many chances, he does normally put the ball on the money.
In the chances he does get.
It's Houston, DeWitt, near sideline. Huttinga, McGillis, far sideline. Maloney in the backfield. Flag is thrown. Ball was
A flag down before the snap.
Illegal procedure, I believe.
I believe it's going to be false start on McBain by the way they're moving.
Ealing does check into the game for Houston.
We'll see what this near judge called. It's going to be encroachment on defense.
That's a big play.
Encroachment
But that
against
was
the defense.
smart on McBain to snap the ball.
Yep, saw he was
That's a 5-yard
offside.
penalty.
Great decision by Spencer Reed, who has
We will
stepped into the
replay
center roll,
second down.
arms
Ramos
open,
had
and he's done a great
second and
job
6.
this year. I believe there's only been one fumble this year from the snap, and it was just earlier this game. McGillis in motion. Pace rolling to his left. Pass to Ealing. Intercepted by White.
Interception against Marcel White again on the interception.
Marcel White's second INT of the night.
With 58 seconds to go in the half, the Wildcats will have it first and 10 from the 42.
Pace rolling to his left. That's a tough throw to make just out of the reach of Ealing.
But Everett's only got 58 seconds left, but they have their 3 timeouts.
Came up clutch last time. They've got to do it again. Calderon in the backfield. The ball is thrown to him. Monaco chasing him down. Calderon still on his feet. He is laid out by a combination of Abbott and Ealing.
And that's,
Pitch
yes,
goes to
Ealing
Calderon,
tackled him
a gain
either.
of 13 on
Like
the
he did not
play.
get him by the horse collar.
Gets down inside
And
the
Calderon
30-yard
is a little
line.
bit smaller in stature. Ealing, bigger guy. If Calderon's going to the ground, that's going to be tough to get low enough.
Especially running after him.
Will be first and 10, 50 seconds on the clock. Clock is stopped as I believe Calderon went out of,
First down.
oh, clock. Yeah.
Clock stops for first downs. He might have went out of bounds as well.
Hopkins motioning out of the backfield. Wallace throws it to him. Still on his feet.
Cole Hopkins on the
Timeout.
On the reception.
Timeout Everett.
So it'll be second
picks
down.
up 7 yards. The
and
Wildcats elect
4.
to take a timeout. It's the first of the half for
Everett
Everett.
still got 2 left.
But if you're Everett, you got to be
Last
careful.
chance to get those
Because you're on
50-50
the
tickets.
22-yard. It looks like
We'll
the
be announcing
20th
the
yard
winner
line, maybe
at the
19.
end of halftime.
That's 19 yards to the end zone. You can't have any costly mistakes with 44 seconds because we know Braylon Pace, if he gets enough time, he can put the ball on the mark for Huttinga or for any of his receivers to run in stride.
And it also comes down to Everett. Do you trust your kicker in this situation? Their kicker is 1 for 2 on extra points.
Wow.
If you get close enough and you don't feel confident in scoring, do you go to kick or do you just force it and try and go for it?
And that's a great point there, Kyle. How confident are you with your kicker? How often do you practice them field goals of 20 whatever yards?
And it just comes down to trust between coach, QB, and kicker. Who does he trust more in these situations? Wallace has looked good tonight. I don't know why you would go away from him. Hopkins motioning out wide. Calderon in the backfield. Wallace looking to pass. It is to Hopkins. Ealing misses the tackle.
Hopkins able to make one miss. Gets down inside the 10.
So
Clock is stopped momentarily for the chains to set.
Correction, down to the 10.
So that's first and goal. No,
First and
Oh.
10 from about the 11. Wallace looking to
start.
throw. Flag is up.
I believe the right tackle
Flag on the
moved
play.
before the ball.
That's
did.
a false start against
So,
Everett. That'll move
that
him back
does stop
5.
the clock.
That stops the clock, but that puts them back on the 24-yard line.
If you're the McBain defense, I know all night you've been giving up these 10-yard throws, but you can't give up a 10-yard throw.
Everett now
Everett's
has a
calling their
first and 15.
second timeout.
Timeout. Wildcats.
Both
First
teams
second of the
only
half.
have 1 left. And Everett will have the ball first and 15, 24 seconds left.
And here comes do you trust your kicker from
Hey,
this
once
far
again,
back?
get those 50-50
Or do you want to
tickets.
throw the Hail Mary when it
The
gets
pot
down
is
to
already over
4 or 5 seconds left in the
$250.
quarter?
And you have to believe Pat Maloney is in that
All
huddle, firing up his
proceeds
players,
go to the Everett
trying to get
Promise
someone to
Club.
make a big play and prevent Everett from putting more points up on the board.
And after the few interceptions Pace has thrown tonight, it's not a yelling, why are you making these wrong decisions? It's a coaching moment. And that's what every player needs, is a coaching moment. And when they go into halftime, it's going to be a coaching moment on how to, it's the next man up mentality with the players that are out.
And Pace has taken a big step from last year, and this is his first year starting at the varsity level. Last year, we had Deacon Dottie. The year before that, George Brown. This is Pace's year to shine, and he has done great so far.
Timeout McBain.
And McBain
That's
elects to
smart
take
by
a timeout.
Maloney.
You see what they come out in.
That is a third
Because
and final
Everett could have
timeout of
some
the
trick
half.
plays in that certain formation. You want your defense for 25 seconds to be on alert, because you do not want to allow Cole Hopkins, Bryant Calderon to slip and squeeze their way to another touchdown to put it up to a 2-score game.
And if he gets close to the sideline, you got to make sure to bring him down in bounds.
Yeah.
You need them to use their final timeout to force them into a decision they may not want to make.
And it's 1st and 15, Kyle. They have to get past the first down to get the clock to stop. Because if they stay in bounds, the clock's just going to run out. Because I haven't seen a high school offense that quick.
It is very tough to get 11 high schoolers on the same page within seconds.
And a play call in.
It'll be Hopkins in the backfield alongside Wallace.
Is Evercamp going to blitz, or is he going to back off here?
Haverkamp is blitzing. He's got to the quarterback, but the quarterback gets it out wide to Hopkins. He's going straight for that out of bounds line.
Pass complete to
Smart
Hopkins.
play by Hopkins.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 10. So he got the
Picks up
false
5 on the
start
play.
yards
Gets
back.
out of bounds to stop
But
the
5
clock.
seconds did just run off the clock.
Yes. So these little screen passes by Pat Craven, you're going to have to look to the end zone eventually with one timeout.
And Craven is a great head coach. He a lot of experience in putting points up, and did it last year in McBain in the playoffs. Let's see what he has here. 19 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Hopkins alongside Wallace in the backfield. It is Hopkins on the run. He's got some space, and he's into the end zone.
Cole Hopkins.
But 14 seconds until that horn goes off.
Cole Hopkins
There's
heads
still
for the
time
Wildcat
left.
touchdown.
And this is a moment where you just miss Eli Baker. Baker is someone who can make a play out of nothing. His speed, if he hits that outside, he is out sprinting anyone on that field. And on kickoff, last week, 2 big returns set up great offensive possessions. And that's just something McBain is really missing this week.
He just adds another dynamic to the offense, and he's surely missed by the coaching staff.
And Baker's someone who's been on varsity, who's been playing varsity minutes since his freshman year. When McBain in 2019 went and played in St. Francis, who was in that backfield in the second half? Eli Baker was.
But you can't
Wicked point
play
after
ever
is
going up
good.
another
Makes
touchdown
the
and
score with
extra
14
point.
seconds to go to the half.
Anything
Wildcats 20.
bad about the team.
Ramblers 6.
You still have a full half to play, and there's a lot to do.
And McBain, I know they haven't done it in the past couple weeks, but it's almost in their DNA to struggle out of halftime. And that's something, in a game like this, down 2 scores, McBain still has a chance to put up points, but at the moment, down 2 scores, you can't come out lackadaisical. You have to come out focused and ready to win, or Everett will just pile on more points and make it just that much harder to win.
And the score update for the Beale City Pine River game. Actually, that game got canceled, so Beale City got a win 2-0 because Pine River has COVID within their program.
And McBain does play Pine River next week in the Legacy game, I believe 50 years since the first McBain varsity football game.
Year. The first official year of football.
Isaac
at
Box
McBain.
is deep for the Ramblers.
That is a big game, and you will be joining me next week if that game does take place. Abbott on the return. Look to go to his left, cut it back to his right.
Kick taken
Clock will
by
stop with
number
7.4
Abbott.
seconds left at the McBain 40-yard line.
He's taken down
We'll
by
see.
Jake Ladd at the 40-yard line.
We will see what McBain decides to draw up here. Do they go 7 seconds towards the end zone? Marcel White has 2 interceptions on the night already.
I think you check it down, just get out of bounds, maybe 5-10 yards, and that gives you one final play to just go get it.
Maybe it's a deep pass to Huntinga in stride.
McBain is in T formation, hunting a lone receiver out wide. It's McGillis on the run. And Maloney
Give goes to McGillis.
is just going to let the clock go out.
And that is okay.
He's taken down at the line of scrimmage by Riley Ransom. That'll be the last play of the half.
Pace has thrown 2 interceptions on the 2 previous drives. Maybe that's just we're okay with what we're at. Let's not give up any more points.
In years previous, McBain's always been a second half team. Unfortunately, you're down 14 points here. Everett starts out with the ball. Maybe something big happens to start the second half.
And it's just got to come down to the coaching staff and the leaders. Maloney and Pace have to go to who they trust, whether that's McGillis, any of the Bonicos, Braylon Pace. You just got to find someone. Say, the game is yours. Go fire your team up and win this game.
And on offense, that might be Brock Maloney with his big runs up the middle, but you got to get him to the outside. That's going to be the beneficial thing right there is how far can you get Maloney on the outside.
And Ryan Pace in this halftime, he's got to brainstorm. How can I stop this Everett offense? Because they have seemed unstoppable. Hopkins and Calderon out of the backfield. Wallace passing. White receiving. They just have so many threats, and it's just hard to stop them all.
Families, and visitors, welcome to Everett.
That'll be us
Their home game
for the
against
first half.
McBain.
We'll be back at the start of the third quarter.
boom, crash. No, that's not the percussion, that's thunder. And tonight, your marching Wildcats want to leave you thunderstruck.
Birthday. Got it? Yeah. Thank you. Feeling good?
Well, I haven't even tried that yet. I'm not doing
Test 1, 2, 3.
My least favorite is
Hello and welcome back to the start of the second half. Score currently Everett 20, McBain 6. McBain will kick off to start the second half, which means we'll see that unstoppable Everett offense back onto the field.
Will we see McBain get a stop on defense to start the second half?
It will be number 74,
Everett will receive
Brian
the second half
Bonico
kick.
kicking off
Brian
for the McBain
Calderon
Ramblers.
is deep.
Calderon, White, and Hopkins back to receive. Kick is away and it is short. That's Jake Ladd on the return.
Bonico's kick is taken by Jacoby White.
No, Jacoby White on the return.
Was that just me, or did it look like he was down when he picked up the ball?
He
I'm
gets up
not
to the
sure.
46-yard line, and Everett will start there with a 1st and 10.
But he's at 46-yard line.
Let's see what Coach Ryan Pace has drawn up on the defensive end. Cutting down, might blitz, he is. There's a run.
Brian Calderon, the ball carrier.
Calderon on the
A
run,
gain
wrapped
of
up
3
by
on
the
the
duo.
play.
Number 4,
Brought
Evan
down by
Haverkamp, and number
4,
6,
Haverkamp.
Kelvin McGillis.
And Everett is still in their spread.
2nd and 7. It's Hopkins in the backfield alongside Wallace. Wallace looking to throw. He's going deep to White.
Wallace's pass
Big
complete.
catch by number
That's
2,
Marcel White.
Marcel White.
All the way down
Wallace
to the
isn't playing
20-yard line.
sophomore.
In the first half, McBain gave up a lot of 10-yard plays to White. This time, he went deep down the field. No one able to keep up with him. Abbott, the one that finally pushed him out of bounds after the reception. It'll be Calderon on the run. Still on his feet.
Brian Calderon around the left side for a Wildcat touchdown.
McBain's defense nowhere to be found. Calderon took that handoff and weaved his way in and out all the way to the end zone.
And I thought McBain had him in the backfield. But that's what shiftiness does for you.
And it looks like Wiki will look to kick for the Wildcats. Wiki's kick is up and no good.
Wiki's point after
McBain's
attempt is
offense
no good.
got to bounce back here.
With
You
10:46
gotta
to go in the third.
score a
Wildcats
touchdown,
26.
Get to 2-point
Ramblers
conversion,
6.
and then the defense needs to be fired up. You can't have any costly turnovers here, and you gotta play smart.
Everett extended their lead to 20 on that play, on that drive, 26-6. Offense has got to step up here and get in the end zone. Because we have not seen McBain stop Everett here on defense, you have to assume that they're not going to. So the offense has to keep scoring to keep up.
And the offense is already at the deficit of scoring one time in the first half, whereas Everett's offense scored 3 times in the first half and now 1 time in the second half.
Very similar to the game last week against Lake City. Lake City had 1 touchdown in the whole game, and it came in the first half. Hopefully we'll see McBain pick it up and put some points up on the board. Back to receive will be number 6, Kelvin McGillis, number 2, Isaac Boss, and number 23,
Marcel White to tee it
Carson
up for
Huntington.
Everett.
I haven't seen a high school kicker kick it past
Box
the
is
second
deep
line
for the Ramblers.
in a long time.
White kicks it low, and Maloney will just jump on it.
And that's a smart play there. You're at the 40.
White's
Don't
swift
let
kick
the
goes
ball
to
go
Maloney.
farther back.
And the Ramblers will
And
start
one person we
first
do
and
see
10
check into
from
the
their own
offensive line.
39-yard line.
Number 74, Brent Bonico, is in for Brett Bentha. We'll see Ealing in the backfield.
And I think it's just to get some more aggressiveness up there, to hold the blocks, to get the corners, the edges.
And Bryant Bonico, someone who started on the offensive line, I believe every year he's been on varsity. Pace gives it to Maloney. Maloney tripped up, but he will gain 3 yards, making it 2nd down and 7.
Number 7, Maloney, the ball
And
carrier.
Brett Bentham's done a good
He
job
is
all
tripped up
night.
by
It's
Cole
just
Hopkins.
changing
A
pace for
gain
the
of
offensive
4 on the
line.
play.
Ealing still in the backfield. No. Ealing will be out wide almost. It'll be Maloney on the carry. And he is
Number
dragged
7,
forward
Maloney, the
by
ball
an Everett
carrier.
player.
That's the H-back position, not the
3 on the
halfback.
play.
But just
Brought
basically
down
behind
again
the
by
tight end to
Hopkins.
be out to the block so he doesn't have to try and get out in front.
And with Ealing out there playing that position, that may trick Everett into thinking whatever side he's on, they're running to. That's where you could see McGillis in a little misdirection get out to the opposite side and get some room to run. We do see McGillis here on the carry.
Number 6, Kelvin McGillis, the ball carrier.
So it's going to be 4th down. We'll see. I think you got to go for it.
Gains 2 on the play, brings up a
4th down and 1
for the Ramblers.
I think you've got to give it to when you're running backs. Maloney's had a lot of room.
I think
Kelvin fights hard.
I think you got to be smart with the play call, though, because Everett's coming up the middle the whole time. So I think you kind of got to get it out to the side.
Ealing in at the running back position, meaning McBain's in T formation, putting it away in at tight end. It'll be Maloney up the middle, and he's got that first. He's still fighting. I think he dragged that entire defensive line
Brock
with him.
Maloney, the ball
There was
carrier.
no McBain help there. That was Brock
He
Maloney
gets enough
turning his
yardage
feet,
for a Rambler
spinning
first
around.
down.
That was number 7 carrying about 7 players to move the chains for the first down.
He knew he needed 1 yard, and he
Hopkins
got
and
more than
Balowski
just
team
one.
up on the stop for Everett.
That's your big senior running back stepping up to the plate. He knows what he needed to do, and he got it done.
Yeah. I think you're going to see the people that were playing last year when the Everett came into McBain and beat us. It's going to be who steps up here. There's
Elvin
that
Maloney.
Number 7, Brock Maloney, the ball carrier.
There was that counter you talked about. How Ealing was in behind the tight end type of a block or
Works
area.
his way up to the
And they
40-yard
ran
line.
The opposite direction.
Gain of 3.
And once again, Maloney got hit early, but he
Cole Hopkins
kept
and Jordan
moving
Wiggy
and got the
team
extra
up on the
yards,
stop.
making it 2nd down and 7.
He's able to bounce off hitters, kind of like the sled where you push them. It's just, it's not phasing him.
And that's something you like to see if you're Pat Maloney, because you need your offense to put some points up. And Ealing will be in the running back position. Oh! Pace will go down deep in his backfield. They look to
The
throw it.
quarterback
I believe
Pace is
running
brought
to
down in the
Pace.
backfield by
But
Riley
Pace not able
Ransom.
to get rid of the ball.
Cutting up was open.
That's a
tough.
loss of 11 on the play.
I chalk that up to bad play call. The play was great, but you have Pace rolling to his left. That's a tough throw to make across his body
with on the move.
with pressure in his face. I think if you're Maloney, you draw that up to the opposite side. Get Pace to roll to his natural side, throw it in motion, and we'll see McBain in spread.
Here's the thing: Marcel White, 2 interceptions. He's covering Dwayne DeWitt.
DeWitt, as much as DeWitt is a good receiver, he is
You
not
talk
the main
about-
threat. Great defense there by the other White, Jacoby.
And if that's
Pace's pass
a little lower,
intended for
or
Huttinger.
Huttinger gets 2 hand up,
Broken up. by
he
Jacoby
catches
White.
that and he's in stride.
But once again, if you're the defensive coordinator for Everett, you do not want Marcel White guarding Dwayne DeWitt. DeWitt is out there to block. He is not going to catch a pass at the wideout position.
He'll get 1 or 2 throws towards him a game.
And that is normally at the tight end position in the end zone.
So Everett's defensive coordinator's got to think about this. Why are we matching up our best corner against the person that's probably not going to see the ball?
And your 2 best receivers, McGillis Huttinger on the far sideline, Ealing in motion, Pace rolling, he's throwing deep, it's to McGillis!
With the stiff arm.
Flag is thrown. McGillis, that's what I'm talking about. Big, strong runner, and he dragged 2 defenders with him.
Pace's pass is complete to McGillis.
He's taking
All the way
hits.
down
Oh
inside
my-
the 10-yard line.
We've had some
A
critical
flag
calls
came in
against
late on the play.
We'll see if they get a face mask.
I believe it's going to be. It was thrown on by where McGillis and the 2 defenders were running.
But I don't know if there could be an offensive face mask call
He's
because they
wrong.
don't like
He's
the
throwing
hands of the
deep.
face
It's
mask.
to McGillis. What the Millers to be 2 defenders on each side. Flag is picked up. McGillis.
I believe.
That's what I'm talking. No.
Face mask against Everett. It's going to be 15 more yards. First down on the 2 or the 1 yard line.
If
ball
I'm
will be
Maloney,
half the distance to
only
the
one
goal
man is
line.
getting this ball. Number 6. Let him get that touchdown. He has deserved it. That's a great reception.
But
Strong
remember,
running.
he fumbled it earlier in the game at this end zone.
It's Maloney on the carry. Defense was ready. Number
Give goes to
77.
Maloney. He is
Is
stacked
not
up
in our
by
roster.
Alex Burhans.
That's Alex Burhans on the tackle.
Hey, who just made the catch? You got to go to him. Whether it to be the outside, giving them the
McBain now has second and goal from the 3-yard
that's on
line.
the corner. Give it to number 6.
And let that be known, McGillis caught that between the 30 and 40 yard line. He made it all the way down to almost a 10.
No, that was at the 40. He caught that at the 40.
And he ran 30 yards with defenders on him.
And grabbing his face mask.
Pace under center.
Fumble
Ball's
again.
loose.
Fumble.
It looks like Pace just pulled out too soon.
Big,
Fumble on the
big
play. The
mistake
Wildcats
from
recover.
Spencer Reed and Braylon Pace.
Looks like Jake Ladd on the recovery.
And we know what happened last time.
Wildcats take over. First and 10
That's-
from the 3-yard line.
That's
We're going to
so
get some practice
frustrating.
snaps on the sideline.
Mac Bonico checking in late.
He's
Pass to Marcel White. Boss in coverage. Grabs him up. Good job there from Isaac Boss.
Well,
Not letting him get away
complete
again.
to
He
Marcel
got
White.
his leg. He just held on for dear life.
If McBain would have saw that, he could have ran right into that pick 6.
Bonico
Brings
came
up
in
a
late.
second down and 5.
And we don't see Bryce Aiken out there.
Bonico and Huttinger, your edge rushers. McBain plays a 3-4 and 2 outside linebackers. That's Huttinger and Bonico. Pressure there.
Wallace's pass complete to Donovan Bolowski. That's enough yardage
Bolowski
for a
on the
Wildcats
reception.
first down.
McBain needs a stop here. big defensive line. Bonico, Ingraham, and Camphouse. Calderon in the backfield alongside Walls. Calderon will take the snap, take the handoff, sorry.
He wasn't getting past Big Mac.
Handoff goes to Calderon. No gain on the play. He is met by the interior lineman for McBain.
2nd down and 9. McGillis and Haverkamp ready over that middle. They're blitzing. It's Hopkins on the run, and Bonico is there.
Cole Hopkins, the ball carrier.
He's making a difference.
He's brought
on this
down
play.
by number 73, Mac Bonico.
Mac Bonico,
A gain of a
he's
yard.
one of those players that were there last
Brings
year
up
in the
3rd and
playoffs.
7
He
for the
was on that
Wildcats.
offensive line. He felt the heartbreak. He doesn't want to see that again, and he is playing great here on these first couple plays on the D-line.
And I think McBain's going with the toughness look, putting the Bonicos out there.
Walls throwing over the top. Overthrown. Kind of looked like
Walls'
Jacoby
deep
White gave
ball
up on it.
intended for Jacoby White.
I think they lost it.
Ball's
on the air.
incomplete.
It's 4th and 7, Kyle. On your own
Wildcats
16.
face a 4th down
Looks like
and
they're going to
7.
punt it.
You've got to punt it.
Punt and play defense.
I'm not sure who the punter is for Everett. That will be Wiki.
Josiah Beard in punt
Oh.
formation for the Wildcats.
Josiah Beard, number 75, not number 15.
Number
It
6,
looked like a
McGillis
one.
is deep for McBain.
Not seen him punt yet. Let's see what he has in store. It's big number 6, Kelvin McGillis back to receive.
Ball start on number 23 of Everett. That's going to move it back 5 more yards to the 11-yard line.
Not only was it false start, but that
Penalty
snap
on the
was
play.
way over
It's
the
a
punter's
false
head.
start.
So Everett
Against
should
Everett.
be considering this lucky that happened because that could have been costly.
That could have been a safety out the back of the end
or
zone.
an end, a shanked punt or something catastrophic to not allow McBain to get points off that.
Now 4th and 13. Snap is good. Punt is away. McGillis is just going to let it bounce. He'll return it.
He decided he's going to make a man miss.
That's a big return. That's 25 yards
Here's
extra.
kick picked up by number 6, McGillis.
Is that
Gets up
flag
near the
under, or is that just the
35-yard
white
line.
I'm
There's a
seeing?
flag down.
On the 40.
It is a flag.
Nope.
No.
No, it was glove.
Correction, there are no flags down on the play.
A smart decision from McGillis. Wanted to let it bounce, saw the open lane, picked it up in stride, and got the extra yards.
No, the 2 Everett defenders started slowing down, so you might as well get a full speed going with that.
Big defensive stop there. Huttinga not on the field. Maloney, McGillis, Ealing in the backfield. Haverkamp in at tight end instead of Huttinga. Pace, under center, gives it to McGillis. McGillis
He's got
wants
the
that
edge.
touchdown. He's going. Big play from Kelvin McGillis.
Number
He's
6,
a little
McGillis,
slow
ball
getting
carrier.
out.
Knocked out of bounds by Cole Hopkins.
You can see
At the
McGillis
11-yard
wants his
line.
touchdown. He has worked hard for it, and he is pushing for it. He almost ran Marcel White over.
You just see what he did to Coach Maloney. Coach was like, do you need a break? No. He wants to get a red zone touchdown. That's twice now tonight that they fumbled within the 2-yard line of Everett.
And McGillis has been kind of unlucky with the touchdowns. Ross Common, McGillis was the leading rusher in terms of yards. He didn't get a single touchdown. It'll be Maloney on the carry. He's fighting for it. He won't get it.
Number 7, Maloney, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Marcel White.
McGillis didn't get it there. Maybe Maloney wants him to let him catch his breath.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Ramblers.
Everett just got beat up by Kelvin McGillis himself on the punt return and the run.
On the previous
go to-
possession, on the reception too.
You got to go a different way right now. I'd watch for an Ealing run.
DeWitt is on the same side as McGillis. DeWitt, a great run blocker. They're going to Ealing. First run of the night, spin move.
Handoff goes
Brought
to number
down.
17, Landon Ewing. He's met by Cole Hopkins after a short gain. Brings up 3rd and 5
I think you gotta look
for
at
the
number
Ramblers.
6 if you're Coach Maloney right now. 1:45 left in the third quarter. You've had the ball down in this area three times tonight, and you just haven't been able to punch it in.
Hutting is still on the sideline. So that, honestly, I think that takes the passing offense out of it. Pace gives it to McGillis. He's going to the edge. He's got Maloney in front, and he runs him over.
Number 6, McGillis, gets in for the McBain touchdown.
That's a big run for McGillis, and that's a well-deserved touchdown. But I don't think he's done there. I think he wants more.
Oh, he's got to come out for a play.
Helmet came off during the tackle.
No, I think he just needs a break for the 2-point conversion.
Huttinga checks in.
And I think his helmet's on tight. I don't think he'll ever come off in a collision.
McGillis, one of those players, he could tear a muscle while running and he wouldn't go down. He would keep moving, keep his feet turning.
He'd tell the muscle, you hang on, we got a few more yards.
That's something him and his older brother Caden have in common. They did not want to go down.
That's just the running backs from previous years teaching the younger ones, don't go down, keep fighting.
Maloney and Ealing in the backfield. Pace gives it to Ealing. Everett was ready for that. 2-point conversion, no good.
The 2-point conversion try is no good. The give goes to Ewing. Alex Burns
Number
plugs
6
the hole.
just scored a touchdown. I'd watch for number 6 to
With
go
a
make
minute
some plays on
16 to
defense.
go.
There's still a
Bobcats lead
full
it
quarter left to go
26-12.
and a minute 16 here in the third. McBain's defense, if we can get a few more stops here, force the punts, you'll be good.
And one player we haven't really seen in the second half,
We'll be
number 8,
announcing
Lane
that
Houston,
50-50
not
winner
been
at the
featured
end
in the running
of this
back
quarter.
combinations, mostly been
Get those
Ealing back
tickets
there.
ready. We'll be making that announcement at the end of this quarter.
We'll see if Bonico actually kicks it deep here, Kyle, or if he does those little squib quick that he usually does.
Bonico very
74 Brant
capable of
Bonico
kicking deep,
set to kick it
but
off for
tactically
Ramblers.
they don't choose to.
Hold their own is deep forever.
It looks like Blaine Houston was coming out, but he's getting sent back onto the field.
Once again, number 6 on the kickoff team. It is short from Bonico, and Everett will just go down. That's Jacoby
Kicked
White
down
on the
by
reception.
Jacoby White at the 39-yard line.
Field position Everett's seen quite a bit of tonight. We'll see if they can continue it.
And guess what defensive lineman is back out on the field? Number 73, Mac Bonico.
Brant's out there as well, Kyle.
And before Mac went out there, he was talking to his dad, who was a collegiate level football player. If anyone's giving advice, that's the man to go to. Wallace looking to throw. Pass incomplete, I believe. That's number 1, Caleb Abbott.
Blowing the play up.
Waltz's pass
Someone check
intended for
whether
Brian
he
Calderon
has
falls
Everett's
incomplete.
offensive playbook. This, as soon as the ball was snapped, Caleb Abbott sprinted towards the receiver and was able to knock the ball away.
He's seen that play one too many times, and it's burned McBain one too many times. He wasn't having none of that.
Honestly, I think Hopkins is relieved that he didn't catch that ball because Abbott was coming no matter what.
He's lucky Abbott didn't just go, thank you, and take it from him.
Ladd in motion, he'll get it. Huttinga trying to bring him down, and he's met by number 6, Calvin McGillis.
Jake Ladd on the end round.
Caleb Camphouse, who dove out there trying to just either
gain of
grab a
4 on the play.
leg or just slow him up a little bit.
Brought down by
And something
McGillis
that I
and
know
Brent
Maloney
Monaco.
teaches his players, lay it out, put it all on the field and whatever. We saw their Camp House dive in to try and bring him down.
And he dove for the fumble earlier.
Camp House, not the quickie spot guy, but he's willing to put his body on the line, get on the ground for it.
He'll hit somebody.
Great offensive lineman for the team.
30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Clock is running. Hopkins in the backfield alongside Wallace. Wallace looking to throw. Pressure by Bonico. Pass
Incomplete.
White was bobbling it in the air.
Well,
I
it's a
believe
pass
that's
intended for
Haverkamp and
Marcel
Abbott in
White.
coverage.
Falls
I've never
incomplete.
seen Mac jump like that, like
That
he
brings
just
up
did into
4th
Preston
down for the
Wall.
Wildcats.
Fourth down, Mac's coming off. They're putting number 62 in there.
Judah, that's number 62, Judah Leonard, the junior.
A little quicker. It looks like they're going to punt it again. So that's 2 straight possessions of potential punts by Everett here.
And we saw what happened last time McGillis returned a kick. 4th and 6. It's Burhan's. No, it's Beard to kick.
And that's a punt that was shanked.
And Everett will just let the ball stop
Beard's
at
kick takes
the
a
McBain
Wildcat
30-yard
bounce.
line.
Downed at the 30-yard line.
Oh, there's a flag on the far side. Are we going to
Get those 50-50 tickets ready in 4.8 seconds.
false start or
We'll be announcing the winner.
holding on the return?
I did not see the flag
It-
thrown. Oh, I
it's
see it. I
just
see it.
on the 45-yard line.
Yellow looks a lot like green on this field.
It's hard to tell from this. False start. Oh. And we got.
It appears there was a flag down on the last play.
So they're gonna re-kick it.
They have to move the chains all the way.
No.
Oh, no, they did not move the chains.
The chains do not move until the ref signals them.
So the offense has to get off the field, punt team back out.
Now it'll be fourth and about 2 if they, or if, so it's gonna be encroachment on McBain. So it's gonna be 4th down and 2-ish.
It appears the
The
play was
offense is going-
encroachment against the defense.
On the field.
Yeah. So it's
That moves
4th and
Everett up
1.
5 yards. Now they face a 4th down and 1.
McBain needs a stop here, down 14.
Timeout, McBain.
McBain elects to take a timeout, the first of the half for the Ramblers.
So 4.8 seconds left on the clock. 26-12, Everett leads. Everett ball, 4th and 1 on the, looks like 47, 48-yard line. The play call's got to be to get it to Hopkins or Calderon if you're Everett. If you're McBain, you're going to hope the defense of line and linebackers can get up and make a play early. As both teams come out, Wallace is in the pistol formation with, it looks like Hopkins behind him. Hard to tell from the side. You got a beefy defensive line from McBain. It looks like Calderon behind Hopkins, or behind Wallace. Hopkins in the H-back. It's gonna be encroachment on McBain.
Don't do that. Flag down before the snap.
We'll see what we got. False start against Everett. It's going to be 4th and 6 now.
Call's going to be a false start against Everett.
So it's going to put him back in probably punt territory if you're Everett.
A 5-yard penalty.
So it's 4th and 6, 4.8 still left on the clock. We'll see what Everett puts out there. Looks like they're putting out their punter once again. McGillis is dropping back to receive the punt. Punt. So it'll be McBain
Spears
ball
kick is down near the
on the
25-yard
25-yard line. So it'll be McBain ball.
Okay, let's get those 50-50
Starting the fourth
tickets
quarter,
out.
down 14
Get those
points.
50-50 tickets out. Three.
Both teams
That number,
back out onto the field to start the fourth quarter.
6-8-3.
And we just had two straight
Again, a red ticket.
offensive possessions by
7-3-7.
Everett and in punt.
6-8-3.
McBain's got to score
Come
here.
on up to the press
12 minutes
box
left
if you
in the
think
fourth
you have
quarter.
the winning ticket.
Get the snaps down, get good snaps, and let number 6, number 7, and number 17 do the work.
Once again, Huttinga on the sideline.
I think you're going to see more runs.
Haverkamp, big, strong blocker. Played on the offensive line a little bit this year. It's McGillis to the outside. I don't know if he slips or if he tripped.
Number 6, McGillis.
That could have been a big play.
Picks up a yard on the play.
Player is down.
And that's never good to see in high school football.
It is McGillis, and he is up. That's tough. McGillis has played so well this game.
So it looks like Blaine Houston did check in.
Big shoes to fill. McGillis going down. He's been the workhorse today. Someone's got to step up. And it looks like it's Maloney on the carry. You have to believe Maloney is just going to get a bunch of carries here.
But it's third down in about 6, I want to say. It's hard telling
Number
from
7,
the
Maloney,
angle.
the ball carrier. Tripped up by Jordan Wiki.
It will be third down and 6.
But the clock
Gain of
is
4 on the
ticking.
play.
So eventually, if you're
Huttinga checking into the game.
for number 4, Evan Haverkamp. So you got to think, watch for the pass if you're McBain.
Pace returns to the huddle. Pace, Huttinga have had a great connection this year. Huttinga rarely drops passes if he can get them. And T formation, Huttinga out wide, guarded by Marcel White. Pace looking to throw. He'll just have to keep it himself. Line not able to block there.
Pace is stacked in the backfield.
That's the problem with running the T formation in
That was
Pace.
Riley Ransom and Alex
receivers in the
Burhan.
backfield blocking. You got to get more than just Carson Huttinga out there running around.
And now it's a tough decision because your punter is on the
Rambler
sideline.
face a fourth down and
McGillis took
10.
over the role of doing the pooch punt for this McBain offense.
I think McBain goes for it here.
Huttinga out wide. DeWitt back to kick.
But Pace is in the
Will be DeWitt. Kick is away, and it's a deep one. Ladd on the return. He'll be brought down by Huttinga.
Punt taken by Jake Ladd. He gets up to the 40-yard line, brought down by number 23, Huttinga.
And we do see number 6, Kelvin McGillis, check back into the game on the defensive end.
The winner of tonight's 50-50,
I don't know
Ron
what Coach
Babb.
Maloney or Coach Pace said to him, but I think it's McGillis'
Mr.
choice out
Babb
there.
As I
donated
said
back
earlier,
$277
even if he's injured,
back
he's
to the
going to keep
Grommet.
playing, and that's
Thank
what
you,
he's
Mr.
doing.
Babb.
Went down with an injury. 4 plays later, he's back out on the field. Hopkins alongside Wallace in the backfield. Jacoby White in motion, passes deep, incomplete. Ealing looked to play it over top, not able to get there. Calderon, the intended target. McBain has stopped them 4 times in a row, and they need a 5th. Down 2 scores, 9:26 left in the 4th.
And it looks like when Walsh throws the ball, Kyle, it's kind of game very long in that tackle.
It looked like Hopkins probably would, if McGillis doesn't make that tackle, Hopkins may go to the end zone. There was a lot of running room. And I believe Haverkamp was in the backfield when that ball was handed
It's
off.
4th and 6, Kyle, on the 37th. Everett's going for it here. Could be a big stop.
Ealing stepping up, playing man. Hopkins in the backfield alongside Wallace. Wallace looking to throw. Going to his right. He's going deep. It's Jacoby White. He's got it, and he's in the end zone.
Preston Wallace to Jacoby White, 41 yards for the Wildcats, touchdown!
And what
That was just a blown coverage by McBain. Whoever the corner or safety was, they were watching somebody else, and he was standing wide open.
what has been the kryptonite for McBain all year long, the big play. They've been able to stop the short little runs, the short little passes all year long. But these deep throws is what has burned them all year long. Whitkey to kick. Kick is up and good.
Jordan Wickey's extra point is good.
Now down 21.
7:48 to
This
go.
McBain offense has to
Wildcats
score, and they have to
33.
score now.
Ramblers 12.
Huttinga a little shaken up on that play.
And Kyle, with the new format this year for the playoffs, if McBain wants to win, they don't need 6 wins. They just need good playoff points. And with Pine River and Man coming up, I don't know their records offhand, but those could be some potential games to be watching for due to the playoff point aspects. Plus, they have Muskegon Heights Academy, who's one of the top Division 8 teams in football this year.
Just a reminder right here
did
at
get
Tom
a-
Smith Memorial Stadium tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The Everett Pop
McBain
Water team plays
onto the field.
3rd and 4th grade at 10 o'clock. Come on out and support those
Back to
Wildcats.
receive for the Ramblers. Number 2, Isaac Boss. Number 6, Kelvin McGillis. And number 8, Blaine Houston. Marcel White to kick off for the Wildcats. He's going deep. Houston to return. Ball's loose. Boss picks it up. And he is hit down. That is number 78, Alex Burhan's on the tackle.
White's kick taken by Boss. He's first hit by Alex Burhans.
McBain's got to move the ball here. Huttinga on the sideline.
Peterson's checking in for Havercam.
McBain in spread. McGillis, Ealing, near sideline. DeWitt, Houston, far sideline. Maloney in the backfield.
I would look for McGillis over the middle.
Pace going short to DeWitt. He is brought down. That would look like a high
Pass
tackle.
complete to
Nothing
McGillis.
called.
And of course, there's right to be upset about that tackle. Nobody wants to be
3-yard
tackled up by
gain
the
brought
net
down
there.
by Marcel White.
And as I said earlier, I said DeWitt's not a receiving threat. He's caught the pass there and got 4 yards. McBain sticking in the spread. Bonico is in at right tackle position. Him and Mac Bonico switch places. McGillis in motion. Pace going to Ealing. Ealing's got it. Still on his feet. Brought down after a big play.
Pass complete to Ealing. That's enough yardage for a Rambler first down.
What a play call.
Tackle made by
And
Jordan
I think
Wiki.
you would have saw McBain more successful if they would have started out in this offense. Yes, the T formation has worked, but if you would have started out in this early in the game and then went to the T formation, you might be a little more successful on the
Trips
scoreboard.
receivers far sideline. Pace rolling to his left, looking pass. He's got it. Just short to McGillis.
Pace's pass falls incomplete.
Number 55, Sam Bailey in on the backfield, forcing Pace to throw it away. .6:33 left in the fourth quarter. Two sets of receivers out there. DeWitt, Houston, far sideline. Ealing, McGillis, near sideline. Maloney in the backfield. Pace looking to throw. He's going over the middle to McGillis, and what a catch!
Pace's pass complete to McGillis with a nice catch.
McGillis, a little slow getting up. He took a hit
Jake
there
Ladd
by
on the coverage.
Two sets of receivers out there. DeWitt, Houston, far sideline. Ealing, McGillis, near
coming to the
sideline.
sideline, and time and time
Maloney
again,
in the
he's
backfield.
refused to
Pace
play.
looking to throw.
He's been hit. He's been
going
hurt,
over
and
the
he's
middle to
gone back out there.
McGillis, and what a catch! I have to believe Pace, Coach Ryan Pace, may be trying to say, you know what, you may be hurt, let's sit out. And I don't know that McGillis is going to be okay with that.
Pace's pass intended for Ealing. Incomplete. Jacoby White on the coverage.
And ladies and gentlemen, guess who is back out on the field? Number 6, Calvin McGillis. Took a hit on the previous play. Back out there.
And I just want to acknowledge, yes, the pass was overthrown and incomplete, but Mac Bonico laid out a kid for a pancake.
Bonico is a good offensive lineman and very trustworthy. Paired alongside his cousin Brant. That's a dynamic duo if I've ever seen one.
And you have Trips far side.
Ealing near sideline all by himself.
I'd watch it, McGillis over the middle.
Snap is low. Pace rolling to his left. Going to Houston.
Pace's pass
incomplete.
intended for Houston falls incomplete.
Almost intercepted. Falls
Preston
incomplete.
Wallace on the coverage
Will be
for the
3rd and
Wildcats.
10. McBain's got to get the ball moving here. 5:51 left in the fourth quarter.
And if you watch McGillis run his route, I don't think you can have him in the slot because the linebacker are giving him little shots because it's legal. They're giving him the little elbows to the ribs that are probably really sore.
McBain sticking with the trips far sideline. Ealing all alone on the near sideline. Maloney in the backfield. Pace. Snap is low. He gets it, and he'll be brought down in the backfield.
Well, snap. Cole Hopkins there for the sack.
McBain will take a timeout.
After a loss of 9, the Ramblers elect to take a timeout.
Isaac, 4th and 20 almost. You still got to go for it. Down 21, 5:42 left in the fourth. You can't punt. You have to get this first down.
And you know who I'm looking to? Old Reliable. Number 6 across the middle, going up over top to safety and catching this one.
And a big loss has been number 23, Carson Huttinga, on the previous kick for Everett. He took a hit, has been on the sideline ever since.
And I think he got injured somehow. And it looks like Jeremy Rodenbach has his helmet, so Huttinga's done for the night. So you're going to have to rely on the younger players to go out and make the catch.
And this is where you got to trust Pace. Pace, probably the best passing quarterback McBain's had in years.
Maybe Ealing, because they have one safety. I don't know which way the safety is going to shade. Probably this side. Timeout, Pat Craven.
Not liking what he's seeing out there. This is a game-deciding play right here. If Everett stops him here and puts points up on the board, that's game over. McBain has to get the first here and score almost immediately.
And this is why football is such a fun sport to commentate. It's a cat and mouse game because you got coaches thinking this play's going to work, and the defense has to counter. It's a long game, but it's fun to commentate.
And once again, just player McBain's missing, number 24, Eli Baker. He would have been so useful tonight.
On the outside like he was against Lake City.
So far tonight, McBain, when they've gone to him, Houston Ealing, not quite able to get anything going. That spot Eli fills is just so vital to this run game, and it's tough to not have him.
He can put his foot down in the ground, make one cut upfield, and then make about 4 cuts and look like a zigzagging machine, and make 10 people miss, and he's got open grass.
4th and 19. 2 sets of receivers. Pace looking to throw. He's going to Ealing. Ealing still fighting for the yards. And he will not get it.
Pass is complete to Ealing. Going to be short of the first down. So the Wildcat defense holds.
Looks like they were going the hook and ladder route, but McGillis wasn't there.
So
Everett will take over.
Takes
First
over.
and
1st and 10.
27-yard line.
5:32 left in the fourth quarter. Everett is up 21. Calderon in the backfield alongside Wallace. Wallace just hand it off. Ealing went for the big hit and missed. Calderon still on his feet. Flag is
Goes to
thrown.
Calderon.
Going to be a block in the back or holding.
Picks up 30 on the
Because,
play. There's
I
a
don't know
flag
who the
down.
corner on that side is, but he tried getting away to make a tackle, and he got a shove from
I
back.
believe that's Boss playing over there. Another player down for the Ramblers.
It's going to be block in the back. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so that negates the run, but there is an injury down
They
on the
block
field
in the
for
back
McBain.
against Everett.
The player is up.
Gingerly walking off, and that can never be good.
Play resumes at the other end. 1st and 10 for Everett. Pitch out to Calderon. He's cutting back and he's got room. Still on his feet.
Bryant Calderon, some nifty footwork. All the way down to the 35-yard line.
Big play for Everett. 1st and 10, 4:45 left in the 4th quarter. Everett taking their time. Wallace looking to throw. That's White. He's still going. And he scores another touchdown for the Wildcats.
Preston Wallace complete to Marcel White for the Wildcat touchdown.
And with 4 minutes left, Everett on the field for the extra point. And the way this game is going, McBain is not going to come out with a victory, which means this will be the first away loss since the 2019 season in the playoffs against TC St. Francis.
The point after is good from Jordan Wiggy. With 4:09 to go in the game, Wildcats lead it 40-12.
Both teams back out on the field for kickoff. Back to receive for McBain is number 2, Isaac Boss, number 6, Kelvin McGillis, and number 8, Blaine Houston.
Marcel White to kick it for Everett. Isaac Boss, deep for McBain.
Ewing's making a return.
Number 17, Landon Ealing takes the
Flags
kick.
thrown.
Flags come in late on the play.
I don't know what I think it's going to be taunting. I don't know what the official
Donovan Belowski
flag
on
will
the
be.
tackle.
It's hard to tell with the pole in the way and all the bench over there.
Ealing hit out of bounds, and I believe the player who delivered the hit got it in his face.
Against Everett,
Sportsmanlike conduct.
The penalty
that's
was
15 yards.
Yard
So
penalty against
not
the
only did
Wildcats.
Landon Ealing just return
Personal
that
foul.
to Everett's 45, that just moved the ball to the 31-yard line of Everett.
So McBain starts with good field position at the 32-yard line.
After breaking the huddle, McBain will have a long way to go to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10.
I'd watch McGillis this side of the field for a pass.
DeWitt with the reception.
Faces pass complete.
But after this week, Kyle, Everett's schedule might get a little tough because I know they still have Lake City in there. They have
of 6
Harrison,
on the
who's
play,
form
brings
one
up
in
2nd and 4
in the
for
Jack Pine
McBain.
Conference. It's going to be a tough road for them going forward.
Houghton Lake, their opponent next week. And of course, McBain goes back home in the legacy game against the Pine River Bucks.
Hopeful for that game.
Pace going deep. Incomplete. Haverkamp, the intended target.
Faces pass intended
Yes,
for
of course.
Haverkamp.
The Pine River Beale
Ball's
City game
incomplete.
got canceled due to COVID on the Pine River side.
Hold their own and Ladd
Hopefully
on the
the
coverage.
McBain Pine River game does take place next week. .320 left in the 4th quarter. Everett up 40 to McBain's 12.
Even if McBain doesn't get to play in the playoffs, it's still beneficial to have a 9-game season and not have any COVID cancellations.
And this is a very young team. I believe only one senior on the starting line, only one senior in the backfield. As you'll see, Ladd.
Pace's pass is intercepted.
Jake Ladd on the interception.
Jake Ladd.
Defense back out on there. We'll see a new player on the field, number 34, Ben Rodenbaugh.
And this is where you're going to start seeing the subs so McBain doesn't get injured anymore.
Hopkins on the run.
The give is to Hopkins.
Flag is thrown after the play. McGillis was taken out at the knees after the play was
A
thrown.
flag after
He
the
was
play.
slammed down to the ground.
McGillis has put his body on the line for this game. Big play after big play.
I think Kelvin McGillis is going to get a blitz to go hit someone.
I believe that might be the call from Ryan Pace.
I think he.
Personal foul against Everett.
McGillis has taken a lot of extra little hits during this game.
Half the distance to the goal line.
I'd watch for number 6 to make a play here. I think if it's a run, McGillis is going to be on the stop.
It's Haverkamp looking to blitz.
McGillis
No,
is creeping up there. They're waiting for the play clock to go within 10 seconds.
snap will be taken from his own end zone. Hopkins in the backfield. McGillis is going in on the blitz. Walsh's throw to White.
Walsh's pass
McGillis's
complete
jersey
to
keeps
Marcel White.
coming up and off the shoulder
A
pass.
gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 9 for Everett.
3rd and 10 for the Everett Wildcats.
I'd watch for Marcel White to get the pass here.
Marcel White on the far sideline, Jacoby White on the near sideline.
Oh, my bad. I thought Marcel White was 23.
No, Marcel White is 2, Jacoby White is number 23. Hopkins on the run. He is tripped up by Maloney.
Cole Hopkins off left tackle. That's enough yardage for a Wildcat first down. Tackle made by Brock Maloney.
1:35 left in the 4th quarter. Wallace will just take a knee. Wallace will take the final knee of the game, it seems.
Wallace is just losing stats at that point.
And that is the end of the game as clock expires. Everett has beaten McBain once again.
That'll be the last play of the game.
40-12. Everett plays home like next week.
Wildcat
And
40,
McBain,
Ramblers 12.
after losing big like this, if you're Pine River, you've got to be scared because McBain is going to answer back hard next week at home.
I'd like to wish a happy birthday to quarterback Preston Wallace.
Pine River, they're coming off a bye week basically, so they're going to have their A game ready too.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please deposit your trash in the white trash barrels at the bottom
Thank
of the
you
stairs.
everyone for
That would be
watching.
greatly appreciated.
And I hope
Thank
you can
for coming
join us
tonight,
next week
and
for
please
Friday's
drive
varsity game.
safely.